What's up, guys? Welcome and thank you for being here with us on PS Best Friends. This is episode 38 for the week of February 6th, 2018. As always, we are the PlayStation podcast by the community, for the community. We come to you each and every Tuesday to give you the rundown on all the latest PlayStation news you could possibly need. This week, the CEO, Kaz Hirai, steps down. Red Dead Redemption 2 finally gets a release date a little bit later than we thought. And the PS Plus games for February have been announced and will be available as soon as you're hearing this podcast. Before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe. Give us a 5-star rating on your podcast app of choice. That'll help give you a better podcast. As always, I'm your host, Anthony Palm. Of course, we couldn't bring you all the weekly goods without Chicago's prodigal son, Miguel Alvarez.
It's snowing again. I don't like it.
It snowed the other day overnight. I was fucking pissed. And Brooklyn's vanilla bean, Jeffrey Mizrahi.
It's been just like so cold to the touch, you know, like when I'm walking outside. Like when you like your upper cheeks are cold, it's like, what am I gonna? There's no hat I could put on that.
I hate when you like can't even open your car door because it's so fucking cold. Spring is coming.
I don't have that.
Spring is coming.
Yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there.
So what you guys been playing this week?
A lot of Dragon Ball. I know I was talking last week on the episode. I think I got it. I got it after last episode, right? That makes sense.
Yes, Miguel's the only one that.
I played through the entire campaign, which is about 13 hours total. A lot of filler going on in there, but I mean, I guess it's just like you're just playing matches a lot. But no, that game is really good. I'm the more I play it, I think the only issue I'm gonna have like a stopgap or like I'm gonna hit a wall in terms of how much I could like learn and get better, because I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to like read people's moves with like split-second accuracy, like to know like, oh, now pull off this. But playing casual matches online, I'm like good, and it's like really fun and exciting.
Yeah, but have you played any ranked matches?
Yeah, I beat some ranked matches. Because there's I'm trying to get all the trophies. It's like one by one. It's like beat 10, like play 10 ranked matches, play 10 casual. But then
so there's no win a match.
There's no win, but you remember how a couple weeks ago we were talking about how these trophies might be easy. It's physically impossible. There's a trophy that's like get 20 million currency, the in-game currency, that you get like 500 for winning a match and shit. And I've been playing for at least 25 hours, and I have 300,000. And it's like
really
20 million. I need 20 million.
You need to turn this into like your FIFA or your NBA 2K, where it's like the only game you play.
I'm sure if you like look online, you had to find a different way to get like.
There must be some. That like I could just
like. Have you done the arcade?
Which is kind of hard. That's pretty much just like a classic Street Fighter arcade.
There has to be a way for you to earn it like faster.
The tower from Mortal Kombat, pretty much. I know. Yeah, I'll look into that. But either way, I'm enjoying it heavily, and I'm still debating whether or not I should send it back to GameFly. And then besides that, I finally picked up Celeste on Switch. Okay. I don't like. I thought the Switch stick would be good. Not the biggest fan of it. I mean, it's definitely usable, and I'm enjoying the game. But I wish I had a Pro controller. I wish I went PS4 on it. If you're planning on playing that at home, you know, I would say go for the better controller, DualShock 4.
Or if I'm enjoying that. Pro controller, probably use that.
Yeah, if you have a Pro controller. I never used the D-pad on that, so I don't know, but I assume it's good.
Yeah,
pretty good.
Anthony likes it.
I'll concede you on this one. That if you're
only the Pro controller for the Switch is great.
Yeah, but I will concede if you're gonna only play this at home, like not on the go, like only play it on TV, get it on PlayStation. But I've also played Celeste. I'll get into that in a little bit. Miguel, what else you been playing?
Fortnite. A little bit of Dragon Ball Z. I suck at fighters, dude, so I'm struggling to keep playing. Like, I like the story. I want to just like first the story. Every time the character speaks, you gotta press X to continue the.
Yeah, I think that's terrible.
I was like, dude, just let me see the whole thing. Like, I'm into it.
If there was at least an option, like Persona 4 Golden, there's
autoplay.
Either autoplay or you press X to scroll through it. So it's weird.
And the matches and the story are pretty easy. You're not struggling to.
They don't get harder until the third arc.
Yeah,
but still, I didn't even die ever in the story.
So I mean,
but what's interesting about the having to press X and then have them, and then they say their line. It looks like they designed the developers some system in the game that makes it look very fluid when if you're skipping through them, like if you're reading the text faster than they say it, and then you hit X before they say
That's
it.
what
like,
I was doing a little bit, yeah.
It like their animations flow together very smoothly, and it's as if they like planned on people hitting X before they finish saying their dialogue, which is very weird. I don't know.
It's kind of odd. Like they like designed the game as if people were going to be skipping all this.
Mm-hmm.
Like they'd smoothly go into their transitions, even if like it wasn't that time. But yeah.
I'm just trying to time it every time when they're done speaking, so it can just feel nice. And
it's a fun like rhythm game. Like you hear them say it and then go next. All right, cool.
So I got Dragon Ball GameFly.
I finished a trial for UFC 3 on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Because of EA Access. I really like the game.
You gonna buy it now?
No, but I really like the game. Dude, I already put like 10 hours. I put the whole trial on it. 10 hours.
Well, I meant like you're gonna buy it on Xbox.
I was like, it's just great, dude. Sony needs to figure out how to get that on PlayStation. The EA Access part.
Yeah.
Because it's great.
I said I was upset that they didn't have it, and you said, "Oh, who cares?"
Now that I tried it, it's like, exactly. I understand why. Yeah.
Like when Star Wars Battlefront 1 came out, I had 10 hours of it before anyone else did, except for obviously other EA Access people.
Okay.
Like,
I mean, it's funny because like PlayStation really did that kind of first with on the PS3. Remember the PlayStation Plus trials, which was an hour of the whole game. You downloaded the game and played an hour.
Though. Yeah.
I'm saying like
10 hours in a shooter where you can
get
ahead. Like Battlefield 1, I played 10 hours of before it launched.
Really? Oh, that's crazy. I thought they only let the sports game that long.
No, it's just every game is 10 hours.
Put in it was Titanfall 2 for some reason. I think Respawn didn't want.
Oh, because PlayStation 4 had the exclusive
Did they?
Yeah, they had some type of exclusive. That's why.
No, I don't think so.
For Titanfall 2? Yeah. Like all the advertising was for PlayStation. That's why they didn't do it.
Yeah, but I don't think that would affect it. I think it was just that.
Yeah, that's what it was. They said it. That's why it was.
Either way, Sony needs to figure out a way to amend not getting that. But so I got Dragon Ball on GameFly. I'm just not feeling it. I don't know. I mean, it looks great. The campaign, it's like watching the anime.
You're not a fighter, dude.
I'm just not a fighting game guy. I thought this was going to be the one to hook me. I just don't like fighting games. You know, it's not the game at all. I play 2 matches and I'm like, I'm bored.
It does though is what I think, because you're going to be talking about Celeste in a second, is it kind of has that same thing where it makes you feel. So in Dragon Ball Fighters, if you literally just pull off 3 triangles, like you hit triangle 3 times against a guy, and then you keep mashing it, it auto does super, which is normally like I guess a more complex combo than just mashing triangle. But like you just mash triangle and you like combo this guy into awesome animation, and like it's like you feel like I'm a pro fighter. I guess in the same way that like finally pulling off, I guess in a different way really, but like finally pulling off some levels in Celeste make you feel like some crazy speedrunner.
The difference is that Celeste does not hold your hand with anything.
Yeah, I guess that'd be different. The outcome, I guess, the results.
What you're saying though, where and I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, because I feel like I know what you're saying. Where it's like if you're having a hard time in like a single player match, it's like you just do this and you'll get out of it. But I don't know. It's just not hooking me. I'm just like Miguel said, I'm just not a fighting game guy. So I respect it. I enjoy watching people play it. I get bored of it really quick, like gameplay wise. But I did get that. I'm gonna give it a little more of a chance with the story. I'm not gonna play it online at all.
Have you played more of Monster Hunter?
I played a little bit. So I think I don't think I touched it at all. But I think I had bought it in the morning when we recorded last week, so I don't think I had actually played it at all yet. But Tay and I did it. We've done a couple hunts so far. We killed this giant lizard bird thing. I don't know if I told you guys about it. I know I told Henry. But there was a mission or a hunt that Tay and I did where we had to fight this giant like bird lizard thing that spits out venom, and it looks straight out of like Where the Wild Things Are. It's fucking awesome. But we were hunting that. And we're chasing it all around the map. We finally get it, and we're lighting it up. Tay's using the bow now, and I use this like really cool, like it's like an axe that can turn into a sword, almost like a trick weapon from Bloodborne. Okay. And so I like that, like I'm close up and she's the ranged, and then I've got to swap in and out. And so we're fighting this thing, and then out of nowhere, this giant Tyrannosaurus like runs in and he starts attacking the fucking bird thing, and like he runs me over while charging at him. So I'm like, fuck. So I got to run back and I got to heal. And then while I'm healing and Tay's over and like to the side shooting it with her bow, this giant like iguana looking thing runs at it, and like they just all start fighting. And Tay like knocks her bow, and I did my best Ken Watanabe impression from Godzilla, and I'm just like, no, let them fight. And so it was very cool. The game's very interesting. The world really does feel alive. So
does it have the hook though? Is it hooking you guys? Because it's either
yes, I just kind of playing it out of pity, but it took me off. I really want to go back to it and play it. It's because it's all about just kind of like you go hunt, you carve the materials out of the animals that you hunt, you go craft better gear, and then you go fight better monsters, like stronger monsters, and kind of gives you that loop. So I really like that. I'm going to play more of it.
Does the lack of the health bar bother you at all or no?
For the monsters?
The enemies, yeah.
Yeah, Tay hates that there's no health bar for it. It doesn't really bother me. It's just whenever.
So
I would prefer.
So you have no clue if they're about to die?
You can kind of tell by the way that they act. Like sometimes they'll like start to look tired or they'll move slower.
I mean,
so you can tell by that. And that kind of makes it more like you feel like you're a hunter. Like it makes it feel a little bit less video gamey in a game that's all about HUDs and menus. So I can appreciate that.
I always respected that, like how like it does that, how it doesn't tell you if they're dying. It tells you if they're dying based on like tells and stuff, like if they're limping. But I think just because like it is a video game and like you're playing it, it's like you're kind of looking for those tells. So it's like kind of just a health bar, anyways. I don't know. That's always my like perception of it.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. I would prefer there was one, but the fact that there isn't one it's not a negative for me. And then, of course, like you mentioned, I played Celeste. I have actually beaten it since I bought it last week. Henry Hallinan, who is my good friend, who's been on the podcast before, we actually recorded a one-on-one talking about it yesterday, and that'll post later this week. And him and I both really love the game. So I'll talk about it more there, but for anyone listening,
you got it on the Switch too, right?
Henry and I both got it on Switch. I love that game. I adore it. The story, I really connected with the story. Henry loved it too. Jeffrey seems like he's not really caring for it.
It hasn't. I mean, it has. In the middle of the hotel part.
Okay, so after that is when it starts to get like really.
Yeah, it's been doing that classic like indie game storytelling where it's like, oh, here are like a couple sentences. To like increase the mystery and like you're tossed in the middle of a story.
Yeah, after chapter 4 is when the story really gets.
Oh yeah.
Henry was like, "I love the story," and I was in the hotel as well. Like when he said that, and I was like, "It's all right." And then after that is when it starts.
I'm waiting for it to come together. Like I see like the characters, but I want to see.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I said. After the mission or the chapter after what you're on is when the story starts to get good. But I love that game.
How long is the game around?
I had around 9 hours on a completion. And then I went back and did a couple levels. I found some B-sides. B-sides are like alternate versions. It's like almost like not mirror worlds, but it's like a harder version of the chapters that you can go back and do. And then there's C-sides as well, which I haven't unlocked any of those. I don't know how to unlock those yet because I haven't looked it up. But
well, I mean, I was a little confused originally. People were saying B-sides. It's only a different like version of that chapter in the sense that like it shares the same art assets and stuff, right? Like it shares the same design.
Yeah, it's a totally redesigned level, but it's supposed to be like the same like aesthetics of it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Knowing the trophies for this game, is it easy to trophy? Like get the platinum?
We don't know because we're playing on Switch, but we looked at it last week, no?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, are the strawberries hard to get?
Some of them, are hard as balls. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And if there's like
why are they hard? Is it because like it's like a puzzly thingy or like?
Yeah, the levels are just designed very, very tricky. Like they're very tricky.
You have to be very precise.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the game does a very good job of slowly building you up. So by the time you're at the end of the game, you're doing all these crazy, awesome like puzzles. And when you started the game, if you had saw that, you would have been like, "There's no way I could do that." And so it does a very good job of kind of building you up to get to the point. And then the final chapter, I want to talk to you, Jeffrey, about the final chapter once you've beaten it, because I absolutely love the final chapter. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. So, but we'll get back to that. Like I said, that will be posting Friday, which is the 9th. Friday, February 9th. So that'll be posted Friday. Check that out. Henry and I talk about it. And then maybe if Jeffrey beats it by next week, we'll talk about it then too.
And you can check that out. It will be on this podcast feed as well as our YouTube channel. Search PS Best Friends to find that. But it is not time. Oh,
yeah. I don't know if there's anything else I was playing. I think I played some more Fortnite. I played the sniper mode earlier today, and I'm digging that. And I played a little bit of PUBG on Xbox. It's starting to run a little better.
They spoiled their own the next mode they're gonna have
in PUBG or Fortnite.
On Fortnite, it's a Blitz mode. I don't know what it is, but they put the challenge, and everybody's like, "What is this?" And then they're like, "Oh, oops, we put it out there."
Yeah, I noticed that too.
And, they love slipping things out over there.
Yeah, my friend Mike has the Xbox One X, and he says PUBG runs great for him. It runs okay on the One S. I'm not buying. I'm spending $500 to play one game for a little while until it gets patched.
I got the S. I told you yesterday, I think, because you asked. It was yesterday, I think, Saturday. Yeah. If it was running better for you, and I played like a game earlier that day, and it was really laggy. It was really bad. I was like, I can't.
Well, was it laggy or was it the frame rate?
I don't know.
Because lag is just the connection.
I think it was lag, but I could be wrong. Like the frames look all right, but
it's running a little better for me. But yeah, it's still not there yet.
It's not worth playing. Honestly, it's not even worth buying the game if you don't have probably the X.
Unless you have an Xbox One X.
Yeah. But it's not an Xbox podcast.
And it is now podcast. It is not time for that, but it is time for the Islander Report.
There'll be some news.
There are 9 items on the list.
The captain's come.
First off, Sony has unveiled the PlayStation Plus free games for the lineup of February 2018.
Yeah, our favorite game.
Month. Finally it came.
The community's favorite game.
The community's favorite game. Knack 1 is PS4. That's a launch title. Way back when. Finally, that's content.
I'm excited for the next one.
Rime PS4. That's that Wind Waker. They showed it off a while ago. The Wind Waker eco-looking game. I think it released to mixed reception, but
HealoWorks made this. Wasn't this the game that was originally supposed to be a PlayStation exclusive?
Yes, and they dropped it.
On it, and Sony was like, "Fuck this."
Yeah, I'll give it a try. I think a lot of.
I think it got like a 7. Now. The media critic is around a 7. So I mean, it's good. Good game.
Spelunker HD PS3. I don't think that's. People always say that's a ripoff of Spelunky. I think Spelunker was the original PC Flash game of some sort, and then it's just an HD remake of it.
By that, but people thought it was the other way.
Mugen Souls Z PS3, Exiles N PS Vita, and Grand Kingdom PS Vita PS4.
Download Kingdom, fun ass.
What
game.
Is Grand Kingdom? I saw you talking about it in the Facebook.
Game. It's the combat itself. It's a 2D RPG game where you move around 3 different lanes. It's kind of hard to explain without just seeing it, but check it out. Download it. It's not cross save. So it's not cross-buy either. So it's weird that
it's this fucking thing. Okay, I thought it was something else.
Sometimes, they give.
It's weird that they're giving you the PS Vita and PS4 game when it's not cross-buy. I mean, it's cool for me because I only have the Vita version, so now I get the PS4 version. But check that out. If you like RPGs, definitely check it out.
You know what I thought it was?
Platformers.
I thought it was the Grand H's Medieval game. They came out like 2 years ago.
Next up, PS4 hardware sales dropped year on year in Q3 2017, but software sales more than made up for the decline. Announced in Sony's latest earnings report, the game's decision as a whole earned $6.5 billion, a 16.2% rise. That led to $778 million in profit, a 50% increase on last year. Software made up $2.7 billion of that number, making a 71% rise from last year. And hardware sales dropped from $9.7 million to just $9 million.
I mean, that number is going to keep dropping.
How
many more can they sell, right?
Well, how many more people don't own a PS4?
It's like
I think 40 million less than PS2 though. So we still have.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll catch there, but
you got to remember if buying PS2s for the DVD player.
Yeah.
If the Pro would have came out with the 4K Blu-ray, they'll be selling right now like hotcakes too, dude. Like they messed up on that one.
It would help it though.
It would help wouldn't it?
It would, but I don't think I don't see these hardware sales dropping this year. I think they're going to go in 2018. I think they're going to rise heavily because there's no real exclusive. I mean, Horizon, I guess, in the beginning year, that would propel.
It wasn't a console seller.
I mean, it depends on sales too, dude. Depends on the console gets price credit later on.
True, but I think
the Slim, not the Pro.
Yeah, it might see a price cut this year, probably a bundle. But I think the biggest thing why I'm saying it's gonna increase in 2018 is Spider-Man.
Spider-Man God of War are coming out.
Okay. I think God of War is gonna sell Spider-Man, just to be honest.
Yeah, like Horizon last year, great game, of course, but still not Spider-Man. You know?
Oh no.
But that's cool. There's some other business deals we'll talk about in a second. But EA also has confirmed previous reports that BioWare's upcoming game Anthem has been delayed to 2019, and it's which I think is so stupid because it didn't even have a release date. But in its place, a new Battlefield game will debut this fall. EA denied to the Wall Street Journal that the delay was due to the game's development being behind schedule. Instead, the 2019 release is, according to the Wall Street Journal, a factor of EA's decision to release a new Battlefield game this October. But I mean, that's weird. Like, did they not know when Battlefield was going to come out? I don't know.
People just expected it. Yeah. I mean, people expected it this fall for whatever reason.
What do you guys? What do you guys think it is? Bad Company 3, Battlefield 5, Battlefield 2. All the rumors are pointing to Bad Company 3 right now.
I hope it's Bad Company 3, but
I thought it was going to be Battlefield 5 at first, but then, when I just forgot about the Bad Company series.
And there are some rumors for whatever reason it's going to be a World War II game. I'm like, no, please don't do it.
Not in a row.
Don't do it again.
But, I think the smart choice for them would be Bad Company 3. I think it's going to be like a hardline situation where it's something we didn't ask for. I don't know what it'll be, but I think it's going to be something no one asked for.
I
don't think so.
Could DICE even be making it?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's DICE making it.
But I'm saying they just did Battlefront. I mean, I guess they could be two teams, like a Naughty Dog. There must be multiple.
DICE is so big, dude.
True.
There's multiple teams on DICE. It's not just one studio.
Visceral did Hardline, right?
Yeah.
And Visceral and like 3 other studios. Ghost also helped on Hardline. Ghost Games
could be working. Could be another team helping DICE with it. So we'll see.
We got some more news about the game, so that they said.
Oh, we do. It's all out of order.
We'll get there.
Moving into the quick news. Most of thits seem like hit it, so we will not play a hit it or quit it game. Kaz Hirai is stepping down as Sony CEO after a successful 6 years at the helm. I forgot that was in 2012 he left as PlayStation president.
Did he leave? He just went up.
No, I'm saying he got promoted. I thought that was more recent. 2012 crazy. The move was proposed by Hirai himself, who will take on a new chairman role, which is pretty much whenever CEO goes down, he's just always a chairman. This is big news. Kaz Hirai, of course, the guy who announced the PlayStation 3, $599 American US dollars.
I remember that.
The infamous.
Great day, man. Great day.
But I mean, supposedly he's been doing like insane stuff as the Sony CEO, like bringing Sony back. I was reading some stats on him.
I mean, the PlayStation part of the company is up.
Yeah, heavy.
The other divisions are still.
Do you credit Kaz with that, or do you credit Andrew House with that, though? Who also stepped down?
It's both of them. I mean, one has to
I
come
assume
out.
He had. Yeah.
Someone else needs to approve it, right? Andrew. I mean, I'm sure they work together with stuff. So I mean,
and I assume Kaz was doing some PS4 stuff before he left. You know.
Yeah.
But farewell to him. He's going to go into the ex-PlayStation lounge with Jack Tretton and all those guys.
Yeah.
Jackie T.
Red Dead Redemption 2 has been delayed once more, but Rockstar has announced finally the first time there's a specific date of October 26th. So I want to talk about this. I want to bring this up when you guys are talking about the pros and X's. I was seeing some, like the screenshots, there really some screenshots when they announced this, look insane. And I saw some guy on Twitter like, oh, this is going to justify everyone's pros and X's orders. And I'm like, ooh, damn. I hope it still looks amazing on the regulars, the regular PS4. What do you guys think?
It's probably going to look good, but probably run like butt on the original PS4.
Yeah.
No, I think it's still gonna run well. I think it might look a little bit worse than PS4. The game needs to run at least as well as the Pro or the X on the older consoles.
I bet it's gonna have at least like significantly long loading times or something, especially because it's a Rockstar game.
I did notice, just circling back to Monster Hunter, because this kind of ties in a little bit. I've already seen like visible, like I'll be playing on the Pro in performance mode, and I would look over to taste screen, and it looked like it was way choppier. So there are already games that are there's clear differences between the two versions. So this game, it would not surprise me if that happens.
And I saw some update that's part of, I think, 5.5, the beta. It's getting super
so if you
sampling.
have a 1080p screen, it's going to still make it look better than standard 1080p.
Which that's what or no, I think Xbox would do something different, but like same idea. I don't really.
But that's for the backward compatible games, though.
Oh yeah,
it wasn't for the.
That's the.
And I think that's for all. I think that's for all games on an Xbox One X, or I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know.
On the X. I don't know about the X, but I remember saying for the S and the original one.
But anyways, that's cool. That
it was just for the backward.
Essentially, what they're doing is they're rendering the game in 4K and then lowering it back down to 1080p, so it's a higher resolution than just rendering strictly at 1080p.
Yeah, so your games look better even if you don't have a 4K TV. 2 new colors joined the DualShock 4 lineup in March: a midnight blue and a steel black. You guys got to look at these.
So if you guys are looking,
I wish I had my
the
gray
YouTube. It's darker than the baby blue that I have, and darker than the silver one.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean,
interesting.
They're nothing crazy. They look cool, but you know.
I mean, I told Anthony, why didn't they just open like the lab that Xbox have?
Because that's probably more expensive, having to do custom controllers. They've always been doing multiple colors.
It's just pretty much replacing this, bro. The front of the controller. Just have it for you to choose just that, and they'll still sell.
I guess. I mean, the issue I have with all the colored controllers is I never buy them because they come so late and they're always so expensive. Because like when a new one comes out,
you'll wait until the price cut or something.
And by the time the price drops, they're out of stock.
Yeah,
or they're out of circulation.
It's like I don't think I bought any of my controllers for $65.
Oh no,
I have 3. That's crazy.
I got 4 of them, and I broke 2 of them already.
2 of which came with my PS4s. 1 of which I bought on sale.
Yeah, that's kind of the move. I eventually got like 6 fucking DualShock 3s towards the end of the PS3 life cycle in gold.
Dude, they were so weak, dude.
They were.
Man.
That was highway robbery that they were charging as much for those.
Yeah. Next up, another robber company.
Oh, you guys like my
Good segue.
Controller?
Oh, Miguel showing his new he's got the Control Freak sticks on his analog sticks on his controller. EA CEO Andrew Wilson has spoken out about the remarkable success of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds and how it's impacted Battlefield development. Ooh, maybe.
Miguel might be a prophet on this one.
What this means for the confirmed 2018 Battlefield release is EA is looking for, quote, new and innovative ways to play, end quote. But Wilson assures, quote, and that doesn't mean just kind of PUBG replicas inside of the Battlefield universe. But it does mean that our Battlefield teams are looking at how they innovate in every aspect of the game, including core gameplay and map design, end quote.
So we're getting a Battlegrounds on Battlefield.
Yeah.
End of last year.
Bam, boy.
Go check out Miguel's video on our YouTube page about what he would want to see Battlefield do with a Battle Royale type mode.
It's coming. It's coming. And we all know that.
From a business perspective, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to not go Battle Royale.
But this has to be a mode inside of the game. It can't just be the only mode. For
no.
I think they know that. I think
it's gonna be campaign. It's gonna have the trifecta, dude.
So instead of zombies,
Call of Duty has. Yeah, it's gonna be the campaign, which is if it's Bad Company 3, hopefully it's good because the Bad Company story goings are pretty good. Multiplayer and Battlegrounds or whatever they're gonna call it. I don't know.
Yeah,
well, why not call it Battlegrounds when fucking Paladins?
Call Battlefield. That'd be
Battlefield. The Battlefield?
Battle Space Field, like? Yeah, I don't know.
Battleground Fields.
Battleground Fields. Field grounds. After a controversial release, Star Wars Battlefront 2 has fallen short of expected sales and will be bringing back microtransactions. Woohoo! My throat. The Wall Street Journal reports EA's latest Battlefront game sold 9 million copies. What a shame. Which falls 1 million short of the company's 10 million sales projections. I make that joke, but I mean, 9 million is a little for fucking Star Wars, you know? Like, the biggest name possible, like.
So they undersold, so now they're going to be bringing back the feature that made it undersell. Just doesn't make any sense.
But
I mean, they
gotta make the money somehow, right?
Yeah, they know that people are gonna buy them.
If people are playing and they want to give you money, it's like.
Now they did say that there's an update coming, I think in March, so next month, that's going to fix the progression. So maybe that's going to be paired with this. I don't know. We'll see.
That would be a joke.
I'll get back to you on that.
That'd be so funny if they release a new progression, but then open up loot boxes again at the same time. Either way, we'll see what happens with that game.
Exclusively cosmetic, and they update it. We'll see. Well, I'll check it out.
A lot of conjecture. Lastly, Ubisoft has announced that Far Cry 3 will be coming to PS4 and Xbox One. Far Cry 3 Classic Edition will release this summer on the PS4 and Xbox One as standalone, but you can get it early by purchasing the Far Cry 5 Season Pass. The Far Cry 5 Season Pass will include a free copy of Far Cry 3 across all platforms and gives players 4-week early access to the game. Also included in the Season Pass is a zombie mode, some type of Vietnam-looking mode, and what was the last one? I have it up here.
So the funny thing about this is that this
Aliens.
is literally
Aliens, yeah.
This is literally just the Far Cry 3 that was on last gen. It's not up-resed. It's not smoothed out. They didn't fix any frame rate issues. Assuming they didn't fix the co-op achievements or trophies, because that's the only reason I didn't get 1,000 of 1,000 in Far Cry 3 is because the co-op missions were fucking warped. So this is dumb. This is literally the definition.
Collect the save as?
Save as, yeah. Like, so for me personally, it's like
I mean, you're getting extra stuff for the Season Pass if you get the Season Pass. So I mean,
you have to think: is this enticing to people who have played Far Cry 3 before and it's like, oh, that's my favorite game, I got to play it again? Or is it for newcomers to the series who are like, I got to play
for newcomers, dude, that they haven't played it and heard all the great stuff about it.
But you think newcomers are going to...
If you're still getting the Season Pass, it's just free, dude. So, I mean, it's like, who cares, an extra thing.
But is it really free, or do you think the Season Pass would have been less if it wasn't included with it?
How much is the Season Pass, first of all?
Yeah,
that's... Is it 30 bucks? If it's 30 bucks, and it still depends. We still got to see what the Season Pass is. Like, they announce what the names of the three
because if we're just going by the
things are, but if they're short...
If we're going by history, Far Cry 3 didn't have a Season Pass. It had one... tiny DLC expansion. It was like a couple missions, and then Far Cry 4.
Well, hold on. No, Far Cry 3 had Blood Dragon, which is a standalone $15.
It was not DLC though. That's what I'm saying.
It was standalone.
There was no season pass for Far Cry 3. Yep. And then Far Cry 4 had a season pass. It had like 2 missions, one of which was really small, and then one of them was the Valley of the Eddies. It was cool, but it wasn't super long. I'd say that Far Cry 4's expansion pass, I think, was like $25. So that one was okay. It's like $25. So we'll see how much this one is.
And then Primal, but yeah, that's standalone. So I guess
with the announcement, with this announcement, they released a new trailer. I don't know if you guys seen it.
I did not watch the trailer.
The tone of the trailer is really good. They focus. It's serious. It's not like that. What was it? E3 when the last one that was like a shooty and happy. And I'm like, dude, why are you guys doing? It's serious now, which I like it. I like the seriousness.
The gold edition is $100, and it includes the base game, deluxe edition content, and the season pass. And the deluxe edition is $70. So some quick maths. I guess the season pass would be $30.
Yeah, sounds about right.
That's not bad. Though.
Are you guys planning on getting the game?
Probably gonna rent it.
Rent it. Okay. I'm not the highest on the Far Cry series, but yeah.
I got 1,000 out of 1,000 on Far Cry 4. I just didn't have a PS4 yet. So
you could play the whole story, the campaign, I guess, co-op.
That's kind of cool because the
just
co-op
putting it out there.
Terrible. So, I mean, I'm gonna rent it. I just don't. That's probably a game I'm gonna beat.
You guys are probably gonna gamefly it, most likely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna buy it. So I gotta support, the developers. Someone in here needs to support them.
Ubisoft needs your support. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man, they're struggling, bro. You gotta help them out.
Well, how about you support some of the games coming out this week? As told on the list of PlayStation games coming to every possible PlayStation platform, as read by your best friends for the week of February 6, 2018. Starting off the list with an A, Aegis Defenders, PS4 and digital, out to 2.8. Bleed 2. No, 2.8. Bleed 2, PS4 digital. I remember Bleed was like a free. IGN was giving it for free on PC. Never played it. Dandara, PS4 digital. Dragon Sinker, PS4 Vita digital.
What does that remind you? That
it looks like some. It's an 8-bit looking RPG. I remember they had a similar game to this. It was part of 2. I think it was called Book 1 or Book 2 or something. If you know that game, that's all right. Email us. psbestfriendspod@gmail.com. Heroin Anthem 0 Episode 1 PS4 digital, out to 8. Marooners PS4 digital. It's a party game. Mercenary Kings Reloaded Edition PS4 PS Vita digital. I have this game on it was free on Plus.
It was a Plus game. I have it.
Have you ever played it?
Yeah, it's all right.
It's okay.
I feel like you would, because I hear a lot of people say it's like Monster Hunter, in the crafting and resourcing manner, and like the going out for missions and stuff. Yeah, it's an interesting game. Because I tried playing it as a Contra, but it's like there's like resource management.
I didn't like
that's what I tried to.
Yeah,
I didn't like that it was like the top half of the screen is the game, and then the bottom half is like a giant menu. Like it felt weird. It's like why just press the pause button to pull that up? Why are you taking up half my screen? And then if you play co-op, it splits it off into different.
Oh, you can't play co-op. Yeah, everyone has their own inventories, like menu. Like imagine like a screen.
It's terrible the way they designed that co-op.
The 7 Deadly Sins, Knights of Britannia, PS4 digital retail. Hit of the week. Shadow of the Colossus, PS4 digital retail. Rebuilt from the ground up by Bluepoint Games and Japan Studios. Shadow of the Colossus on PS4 introduces the awe of its unforgettable world and towering creatures to a new generation of gamers.
I mean, according to the reviews, they did a great job.
Yeah, I'm hearing it's really good. I personally am not a big fan of the gameplay. In Shadow of the Colossus. I played the first 7 Colossi on PS3, but some people say it's like their favorite game ever. So, hats off to Bluepoint.
This is the game that I missed on PS2, and then I never got it on PS3. So I'm excited to give it a shot.
I mean, did you like you played Last Guardian?
I played like 10 minutes of it, and I was like, "This is not for me."
Did you like the controls?
I absolutely hated the controls.
Controls are literally the same. I mean, someone's good. It's not literally the same. I know they swapped. It used to be triangle to jump. Now in the Bluepoint version, you could hit X to jump. But in the way the character moves.
The thing was that this game at least looks like the story appeals to me a little more. Like Last Guardian, to me, for some reason, I just didn't resonate with it.
I mean, yeah, I don't like in video games beating up harmless monsters. Like it's not really spy. It's kind of like the first you attack.
It's a video game, dude.
I guess. And then lastly for the week, an interesting title, Under Night in Birth, EXE, semicolon.
That's a complicated name for a title, dude.
In brackets, ST.
Is this supposed to be like a dot hack game or something?
I don't even know. But that's coming to an interesting amount of consoles, PS4, PS3, and PS Vita.
It's a fighting game.
Out to 9. Oh, it's a fighting game. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you have it. Justin Timberlake has a new album, Man of the Woods. Daddy's Home 2 is on PlayStation.
What's your rating on it, Anthony?
I do not like Justin Timberlake's new album. There's a couple songs that I think are all right, but it's weird. It's very weird. It's almost like he just finally discovered a synthesizer after 30 years of being alive. It's weird.
And you could stream the Super Bowl on PS View.
PS View. Yeah.
That already happened. And the Patriots won? Unsure. Let us know. All right, that's been the new releases.
And now it is time for game time. So we're going to try one more week of 20 questions and see how we like it. And then maybe we'll do it again next week. We'll decide. So if you're new to the segment, or if you've just never played 20 questions before, basically these guys get literally 20 yes or no questions, and they have to guess what game I chose for this week. And they have to ask what the game is by the 20th question. So with that knowledge, you guys can go ahead and convene. And this is now we're breaking free of only PlayStation games. This could be any game on any platform.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what?
I was going to clarify that.
Just because PlayStation, it's like way easier if you're only looking at PlayStation games.
All right.
Fair enough.
Did the game came before? What year should we start it? Because I don't think it's gonna go that far.
You want to ask for consoles? Like, should we say, is it PlayStation? Is it Xbox? Is it Nintendo?
We should get the year first.
Okay.
Is it did the game came out before January 1st, 2010?
Did it come out before 2010?
Yeah.
January 2010? No.
After 2000. You should have asked 20. We should have asked 2013 to find out if to see if it's a 4 game, because now it could still be a PS3, PS.
That is one question down.
That's true. I messed that one up.
App.
Okay, did it come out before November? Did it come out before the release date of the PS4?
Yes.
Okay, so late PS3. Okay, late PS3, Xbox 360.
Yeah, I messed that one up. I should have.
Or it could be a Vita game. All right, let's ask. Is it? So hold on. It's 2 questions. Is it a PlayStation?
Wait.
No, that's a tough one.
No, wait. Are you going for console? Is it a PlayStation or Xbox or a Nintendo?
Oh yeah, we could. Should we ask console or handheld? Because it might be a Vita or a 3DS game.
Is it a multiplayer? Is it a multi-platform game? I think that'd be.
Yeah, I guess, but that's gonna get us back to. We have to figure out the consoles, anyways.
I'm trying to be as efficient as I can with the questions, dude.
I think the console handheld is going to be different. Is it a Is it a console game and Wii U is a console, not a handheld?
Yes.
Is it a console game? It is a console game.
Okay.
So the 3 systems it could be on: PS3, Xbox 360, Wii U. And that's 3 questions.
Wait. How many consoles are you saying again?
It's PS3. Oh, I guess PC. I mean, what PC exclusive is Anthony fucking gonna bring to the table? It's PS3. Yeah, no, but it would.
Don't you have Xbox One and PS4 too on it?
No, I said, did it come out before the PS4?
Oh, he said no.
Before the Xbox One, and it came out before PS4.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it came out after 2010. Let's speed this up. Is it a first-person shooter? Is a good question. Yes. Yeah, first-person shooter.
So it's most likely for Xbox or PS4.
Yeah.
Or PS3. My bad.
Yeah, good call.
Should we narrow it to one of the consoles right now?
Yeah. Okay. Did it come out on the Xbox 360?
Yes.
It still could be multi-platform, dude. That's why I wanted to ask it before. Just to
5 questions.
Yeah, I guess 5 questions.
So it's a first-person shooter. At least we know that.
So it's not like Killzone or Resistance or anything. Because on the 360.
Should we ask if it's a modern shooter?
No, it's 2010 to 2013. What does that mean?
I mean, it could be a.
Should we ask if it's an exclusive?
World War II game, dude.
What World War II games came out?
I guess let's ask that then.
Is it Xbox exclusive?
No.
Oh, you messed up. You should ask if it's exclusive. Oh, actually, you didn't mess up.
Is it Xbox 360 exclusive? Is what I meant. Yeah.
No. Okay.
No. Okay, so it's a multi-platform game. 6 questions in. It's a first-person shooter. Fuck. A first-person shooter.
Should we narrow it by
What are some? Should we ask
is the developer?
Yeah.
If we should ask if the developer is still active or still making games.
Well, no. If there's been a new game in the franchise in the past 2 years.
Oh, that's another one. We should ask if it's a game in a franchise. That way we'll. Yeah, is the game part of a franchise?
Yes.
And then, okay.
Okay.
So
did
it could be like Call of Duty, Battlefield.
Should I ask? Did a game in the franchise come out in 2016 or 17?
No.
Oh, I was going to ask Miguel that. All right, but that's we know that. So it's.
Well, hold on. Yeah, specify. The question was, did it come out in 2016?
I mean, he was asking me, but he was asking me if we should ask. But all right, whatever.
Well, you gave the answer no. I'll take that as a question I asked. A game in the franchise didn't release in 16 or 17. Is that what you said? No. So it's not Battlefield. It's not Call of Duty. It's not time. It's not
Splinter Cell.
For this, that's not a first-person shooter. No, that's not a question.
Third person. Yeah,
that's not a question. That's not a question.
It's not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Anthony, and then
I don't
gonna
answer
do
the
my question.
Then it doesn't count. Don't worry about it. Like, yeah, I know if I don't say yes or no, then it doesn't count until you.
Could it be like Syndicate or something? Or you could count. Is it? Should we ask? Is it a no? That'd be only.
We should narrow it. Try to narrow it of them.
Does the protagonist talk? Should we ask that?
I mean, come on, dude. Wouldn't it talk events on that era?
Yeah, I guess it would be like Bulletstorm or something.
Is the developer Anthony? Is the developer still making games? I guess
it's hard to answer that one.
Interesting.
I'm gonna say no.
So they're still probably still.
As far as we know, they're not working on a title. Like that's what we're.
Yeah, I don't want.
Don't answer that. That's not a question.
Yeah, I'll give you that as a free.
So where I'm getting to with his answer is that the developer is still together or is still alive, but we don't know what the fuck they're doing. Or do we have?
That's your one free.
Interesting.
Come on, ask a question. We've been stuck on 8 for a while.
Interesting.
Is it a Is it a military shooter?
No.
It's a sci-fi. Should we ask? Is it space?
I mean, how can you fantasy?
Yeah, I guess.
Is the game
it could be like a Metro
based?
game?
Anthony,
what's the question?
Is the game based in? You said no to military, but it could be still some like. Is the game based on Earth? Was it Wolfenstein? No, that'd be 2014.
Does the game take place?
A majority of it, I'd say, 90%. So there could be one-off level on Earth as we know it, not like Mordor or some shit.
That's a tricky one too. I will say yes so that I don't mislead you, but I'll explain afterwards why I wanted to say no, but I'll say yes because I don't want to mislead you.
Oh, could it be BioShock Infinite?
That's 10 questions.
Wait, hold on. It would be because he doesn't know. Well, Irrational is shut down, but I mean, you could be talking about Ken Levine. Should I ask 10 questions?
But I said, what was my question? The developer?
Ask the game and it's wrong, you lose.
Well, no, I'd ask Miguel. I'd ask, is it part of the BioShock series?
I mean, that's still a yes or no question. So yeah, you can.
Is it part of the BioShock series, Anthony?
Yes.
Nice, hot. So it's either 2 or Infinite. No, that's 2 or Infinite.
Does it have a 2 in the title?
No, see, you can't ask those questions anymore because that's
why not?
That's basically asking the game without asking the game.
Okay, whatever. Fine, I'll ask you without. Yeah, does the game take place underwater?
No.
All right,
there you
BioShock
go.
Infinite. I knew it.
I
knew that like 2 questions ago.
I knew the irrational.
You need to clarify.
The irrational part was gonna give it away.
Why do you need to clarify the rules?
Yeah, you should have said the studio shut down. Irrational shut down.
Yeah,
but they're still working on a game.
But the studio
they downsized Irrational.
No, now it's Ghost Story Games.
Oh, see, that's why I didn't count it as a question. I didn't know the exact way that it shook out.
I saw that from a mile away.
About, like, it's technically
I didn't remember about
really in.
It even crossed my mind.
No, you'd call the I guess Cloud's Earth.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't want to mislead you because technically they weren't on the ground, but it was.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to mislead
part of
you.
the Earth, though. So I mean,
that's what I'm saying. That's why I said yes because I didn't
start
want to
off on the ground, I guess.
So
good
right,
call.
yeah, that's fine.
Good call, dude.
Nice. I'm much better at this. And did we get any questions? I don't think we got any questions this week.
I do not think we got any questions. I don't think we asked for any questions this week.
Where could people send in questions if they wanted to, though?
If you want to ask us questions for the episode, hit us up on our Facebook group, which is facebook.com/groups/PSBestFriends. You can shoot us questions at any time, but we typically will post 4 questions on Saturdays. We were bad this week and forgot to. And anything else we want to close out with before we wrap the show up?
No, I think that's about it. January, February, slow months. What you got?
Question for you guys. PlayStation Plus. What do you guys see? No, I'm just asking. I'm not gonna fucking talk shit too much. Not too much. And this is a question that the community can tell us what they think too. How do you see PlayStation Plus as a service to get games or for the online? You're paying for the online, or what's your view on it?
That's a good question.
Because I feel like some people feel it more like they're paying it for the games. Because every time they get the games, like they release, like, oh, you guys getting like this month NAC and RAM and all this. I just hear people like, oh, the games suck. I'm not getting the good games. I was like, guys, you're getting it mostly for the service to play online. That's what it is now in the PS4 era. If you had it because I had the PlayStation Plus when it was on the PS3, and we were getting really good games.
When you got,
I had it for a while,
a collection of like Uncharted 3 and like a bunch of other crazy shit.
Yeah, we're getting good stuff, but that's what I was paying for. There's a
really big feature of PlayStation Plus that people kind of take for granted and don't remember that we get is every week we get PlayStation Plus discounts. And those aren't.
I was going to say that as well.
It's like we forget about that. But if you go look on, like sometimes I'll look on the store when I'm not logged in, like on my phone or something. And I'll be like, this game's $15. Like that's not a deal. But then I'll sign in and it'll be like, oh, it's $11.99 with Plus. And
in the email, in like the year in review email they sent out, PlayStation, it said like how much I saved on buying games at discounts from the Plus discount, and it was like about like $90 on games I was going to buy, but they're just on
from having the discount Plus. Yeah.
So it's more than what people think.
There's a difference between complaining about one game. It just be like with Knack, it was more of an eye roll than anything with Knack because I'm just like, this game is such a fucking meme at this point. But I mean, I figure if I get 3 games in the entire year that I like on Plus, then it was worth it. But that's also, I'm not buying it exclusively for that, like the service. I do buy the service for online.
I feel like some people just think it's for the free games.
No, I agree. There are some people, and they're not free games. You're paying a service for it. It's like,
I know, but
I think, Miguel, I think people think that because depending on when they jumped in, depending on what games they've gotten for free already, it kind of sets a precedent to like, oh, 1 month I got the best games ever. Why this month I'm getting shitty games? That makes sense. You should be always giving me the best games ever.
Last year I got Metal Gear Solid 5, and we got Deus Ex Human Revolution, or fucking whatever the new one is. Mankind Divided.
I think it's like the up and down that I guess irritate people.
The highs are so high, and then the lows are so like, I don't want to.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. But no, and in terms of like what do I pay PlayStation Plus for? It's first of all, it's not for keeping the PSN up because that's a piece of shit. It went it went down like 3 times in the past month, in the past 30 days.
I haven't had any problems with it, so.
See, it went down while I was at work or out of the house, so it didn't directly affect me. But yeah, I know what you're saying.
But it's like, I know you can imagine because.
But it happens to the Xbox too, dude.
It happens far less.
Not nearly
Xbox Live is tight. They've been charging.
You should be check Twitter, bro.
I mean, Twitter, I see PS Plus down more, but no.
Oh yeah, it's down more, but it happens to the Xbox too. It's not just the PS4.
We're saying that it happens significantly more with PlayStation.
Yeah,
we're not saying
it's fine for me. So
nice. Therefore, it's fine for everyone. But and then the upload saves is great. I love that. But then again, like
the cloud saves. Yep. Cloud saves on Vita is huge for me.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd pay any fucking thing. I'd pay $50 for a Nintendo Switch cloud save feature. It's just like,
oh my God, yes.
No, I would not.
It's crazy to
I wouldn't
think
give
about
him
because
a dime for it.
Jeffrey and I play way more Switch. I play more Switch than probably both of you combined, to be honest.
If you think about it, if you think I'm just getting Plus, let's say just for the online storage, that's like $50-$60 a month.
You know what I want from the Switch?
For like what, 10 gig, 5 gig they give you in that online storage?
I want Mario Bros. 3 on the Switch. That's what I want.
It's coming.
I want it now. I want it when the console came out.
With online somehow. It's coming with online.
$99.
But yeah, that's coming soon. Not now. That's been.
Yeah, so this has been the PS Best Friends Podcast, episode 38. For any questions, comments, and concerns, hit us up on our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/PS Best Friends, or you can reach out to us on Twitter at PSBF Podcast. We also have a couple new shows that are going live as this, month and year kind of goes on. We have Cocktail Hour, which is a new podcast, which a new episode will be coming out tomorrow. If you're listening to this on Tuesday, those will be dropping Wednesdays. We're also going to be trying to release these one-on-ones every week. We might miss a week here or there, but we're going to try and bank a couple so we don't miss any weeks. But this week will be Henry Hallinan and I discussing Celeste. It's kind of a review discussion on it. Last week we had Jeffrey and I talking about trophies and whether or not they matter for the Nintendo Switch. And
with this one-on-one series, as you can already tell, we have Anthony talking to Henry. So if you want to talk one-on-one with us, community member, listener, I'm talking to you now. Listen up. If you want to talk about anything, let us know. And we'll look at that. We'll think about it.
And then we also have another video series coming out soon. It's going to be, I think we decided on the name Peanut Gallery. It was originally going to be called Man, I Suck. So the first couple episodes, we might be referencing that name. But going forward, it's going to be called Peanut Gallery. Essentially, it's one of the three of us playing a game, and then the other two kind of talking shit and chiming in over the top. Check that series out.
I mean, that's a way we could actually put some games that we're actually good to and show it off.
Yeah, now that it's not just us ribbing on each other, it's gonna be a series of one person playing a game, the other two talking over the top. So this week I think we're gonna be showing Jeffrey be terrible at Fortnite, and then the week after we are going to be doing one of myself and then one of Miguel. Actually, I think we'll do the Fortnite one and then we'll do Miguel's after that. So stay tuned for those. Check out our YouTube channel. Subscribe to that, please, so we can hopefully eventually get a custom URL. And where can people find you, Miguel?
People can find me. You could guys add me at if you want to play some Fortnite or whatever. Dark Angels 1010, PlayStation ID or PlayStation Store. No, wait, what is it?
The PSN.
It's one of them. PSN, yeah. My PSN is, I think.
All right.
Is the best way to do it. And you can find me, you can find me Brawl96 on PSN and then Mr. Brawl96 everywhere else. If you want to check out my Movie Pass reviews and other thoughts I have.
As videos for our podcast, but he wants to just do them on Twitter.
I could barely even muster up 200 coherent words about movies to make whole videos on it would be insane.
And then you can find me on PSN, Xbox Live, and Steam as the only X188, and you can find me on Twitter at Anthony Palm. And then again, hit up our PS Best Friends Twitter channel. We are reposting a lot of cool stuff too. Anything that comes from Sony. Any cool news, any sales that Wario64 does, we retweet his stuff. So check out that channel, help us grow it. And also, again, just please don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star rating on iTunes or your podcast app of choice. That's going to pretty much just let us get noticed more, which will get more people listening, which will get more people in the group. And so we'll grow that way. We also have a Discord channel that we started up. The link is pinned in the Facebook group. Go join in on that and let's just start chatting. That'd be cool. So hit us up there. We can plan out. You can give suggestions for the show in the Discord channel. You can let us know, hey, I'm about to play this game. Who wants to hop on? Oh, typical Discord stuff. So check that out. Thanks again for listening in. This has been PS Best Friends, episode 38, and we will catch you all next week.
Happy Friend Day.
Peace.